Hello Gemini, welcome to your May monthly tarot reading. This reading is mainly going to cover the retrograde time that we are entering into. So first I would like to give you guys the energy update of what is going on into the sky in next few days. So previously Pluto has went into retrograde from April 27 till October 6. This is providing us the time for renewal, gaining back our power, transformation, and choosing our battles very wisely, so that we shouldn't be wasting our time for the battles that are unnecessary and that do not require us to actually put on our precious or waste our precious energy and time on. So that is the lesson of this Pluto retrograde. Then Saturn is going in retrograde from May 23rd to October 10th. This is bringing us success, authority, and commitment. Major karmic release is to be expected. Excuse me. Finishing off karmic cycles, relationships, and connections which are not serving us or have run their course, they will be ending. Major shift in world dynamics of authority and services is to be expected. So yeah, I'm pretty happy and looking forward for the Saturn retrograde because some justice is required, some karmic payback is due, so that should be done. And finally we have Mercury retrograde from May 29th to June 22nd. This is going to be the time for bringing in all the communication, all the suppressed communication on the surface, and having that hard talk, especially with ourselves. Then it will be affecting our thoughts and our perspective. It will be helping us to gain the new perspective and clear our thoughts. Then relocations and expression of truth is expected. Emotional and mental release, purging and freeing is to be expected during this time. And since this is the year of Mercury, so the intensity will be 10 times or maybe 100 times. You just cannot say with the planetary aspects because sometimes they just surprise us. And finally we have lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 26 with the super full moon. So this is the third super full moon in the series of 4 super full moons that we are in. Super full moon is happens when the moon is closest to the earth, and when the moon is closest, then the impact and the effect is also the bigger. That's why it is called the super full moon. So having the lunar eclipse in the Scorpio with this super full moon, it's going to be a death and rebirth for many. Immense and major transformation is to be expected, and not just individually but as a collective. Since we all are into this test as a collective, and of course this is our test individually as well. So we will see how the impact has taken place on individual levels and on collective level. So some of it has been, the effect has been shown in recent past with all the peace protests and everything that is going on in the world against the injustice and the brutality and everything. So you would see more of it, and we would actually experience more of it. Standing up for our own self, standing up for truth and justice, this is all coming up for us. And also we will be learning more life lessons that we missed out in year 2020. So heavy days are ahead of us, but also the retrograde season is always a blessing. It is a hard blessing, yes, but only until you align yourself with the cosmic energies. Unless or until you are still living into the 3D matrix, the mindset of lack or the mindset of mortal and material lifetime and attachments, only then this effect will be the effect will be nasty. Otherwise, it really doesn't harm you. This is a time for rest and rejuvenation, gaining new perspective, freeing yourself which is from unnecessary. It's like, it's not spring cleaning, it is summer cleaning. So it declutters our life in whichever part the Mercury goes retrograde or retrograde is taking place. So Mercury is currently going to take retrograde into Taurus, while a lot of other planets are already in Taurus, so they will be creating a huge impact. So that is about the energy update. Now let's begin with your reading. First, I am going to use the mantra cards I Am series that I've recently launched. So let's see what should be the mantra of Gemini for this retrograde season that will help them to align themselves with the cosmic energies and to increase more abundance into your life. It says, Om Ritham Nama. My actions and desires are supported by the cosmic intelligence. Beautiful. These Sanskrit mantras, they are really precious and powerful. Om Ritham Nama. My actions and desires are supported by the cosmic intelligence. So either say it in Sanskrit or say them in English, however it suits you, and see how just chant them so that they bring you the cosmic intelligence into your actions and desires. So this is basically to align ourselves with the cosmic bliss and the abundance. Now let's see what is the divine guidance message for Gemini for this retrograde month. I'm mainly doing this from mid-May to mid-June, for the time that Mercury retrograde will end. We will see the next reading afterwards. So the temple path. The temple path is the sanctuary and the sacred place inside of our subconscious mind where we travel to during our deep meditations. The temple path is the portal point which connects our conscious mind with our subconscious mind. The place for mental, emotional, physical and spiritual healing and restoring our balance in our mind and heart. This card reveals that it is time for your personal spiritual healing and evolution to align with your soul's wisdom. So amazingly accurate for the retrograde time. This is exactly what everyone should be doing, not just Gemini. Trust me. Going within, seeking clarity, healing ourselves on all level of our existence so that we can free, and as soon as the planets go straight, we can make the most of it, and we can, we should have all of our power back by that time. So affirmations are, I open my heart to my spirit's guidance and truth. I open my heart to my deeper connection with my soul. Spiritual guidance and inspiration come easily to me. I understand and accept that it is a wonderful and spiritually expansive time for me. I am willing to follow my higher intentions as I enter this beautiful temple of my spiritual destiny in this lifetime. I allow my spirit to be my guide forever, so it shall be. So very powerful and calming and comforting message for Geminis. Now let's begin with the oracle message first. So there is no theme of this reading. I will be just drawing the cards to see what is going to be the theme of this next 30 days for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. So you would know which areas you need to work on and where your focus should be. Broken Heart, Magician in the Mirror, Victory, 7th Chakra, Archangel Uriel and Journey. So Gemini, there is some pain and there is some heartache that needs healing, and this is not something that happened yesterday. This is something happened to you like long time ago, and you have been ignoring it, or maybe a couple of years to the least. So, or it could be a childhood trauma. This heartache needs to be recovered, it needs to be consulted, it needs to be addressed, rather than you shutting it down, ignoring it, or concealing your pain and suffering. You need to reach out to somebody so that they can help you. You need to open your heart for healing, so that you can actually open your heart for love again. So what happens when we get heartbroken, or we receive this kind of heart wound, that we become so scared, we stop opening our heart to love, and we also get the deficit of self-love. So unless or until and the pain is so immense and the suffering was so much that you just have blocked it and you do not want to deal with it. This card is here coming as your first card for the retrograde reading, is suggesting that you must open your heart for healing. Rip that band-aid so that the wound can get healed, rather than keeping it shut down or concealed. Because unless or until you won't heal yourself, you won't be able to open yourself to feel love for yourself or for others. So this is kind of something dragging you down, because next cards are really amazing. I'll show you, but first you need to mend the broken heart of yours, and whatever is coming ahead needs the whole you, not just your resourcefulness, not just your intellect. It needs your emotional stability and emotional fulfillment, and your ability to love yourself and others again. And especially if you have been hurt by a partner before, then ability to love your partner unconditionally, the future one, even the past one. Even if somebody hurts us, it is up to them. Like, your love was pure, your intentions were pure, so do not compromise that feeling or start demonizing your love for that person, because that way you will be demonizing a part of you or your ability to love. So rather than if you have fallen in love with the wrong person in the past, or a toxic person, or somebody who betrayed you or disappointed you, then it shouldn't be, it's their loss. It shouldn't be yours, because you came up with the purest intentions. You were giving everything that was, intended. You intended to offer them the love, the purity, and everything. But if the other person couldn't reciprocate, it shouldn't be your worry, or it shouldn't be your suffering to carry. So deal with it with a lot of, maturity, and be compassionate with yourself. That yes, somebody hurt you, somebody gave you this kind of heartache, but why are you carrying this heartache? Your love was pure. So give yourself that credit. Send out some, forgive the person, let it go, release it, send them some healing, because no healthy mind or heart can hurt another human being. So they must be troubled inside of them. That's why they have given you this kind of hurt. So release yourself, and remember that we do not forgive people because they are asking for forgiveness or they're worthy of forgiveness. We forgive them because we need peace within ourselves, so that we regain our ability to fall in love again, to feel love again. So that is your first card, and quite intense. I will put some healing crystal. I'm putting the Lemurian on it. Next is the Magician and the Mirror, because you are right now in a place when you are manifesting your dream reality. You are actually mirroring everything that you want to create, or your intentions are. You have the resources, you have the right knowledge or recipe of making things happen, and you are actually manifesting it. You have this is also the combination of fire and water, so your emotions and your passions are pretty much aligned, and you are on your way of manifesting your dream reality and making things happen, and go because next card is the center card is victory. So victory, you are going to achieve everything in life that you set your mind and heart into, and this is how much aligned you are with the Magician and the Mirror. The only thing here is that this broken heart is kind of keeping you blocked from accepting love again into your life. You might be projecting doubts to it, you might be keeping yourself closed from the romantic connection, so just work on it. Otherwise, work wise, personally, individually, on your own, you're going places, and you are just, yes, a victory card also says that you need to appreciate and acknowledge all of your little achievements, so when so that you make yourself entitled for the bigger achievement and the bigger victory. Because when we ignore the smaller achievements, then the bigger victories are being denied to us. So stay into the mindset of gratefulness, motivated and achieved, so you keep going and you keep achieving more. Next is the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, is basically crown chakra is located on the crown of our head, and this is the chakra which connects us with the divine, with the universe, with Almighty. So this is a chakra of center of our spirituality. So this is time for you to expand yourself spiritually, this retrograde time, and this will bring you to more, empower you to create the reality that you wish to create and achieve more that you want to achieve and you're working toward. Because spiritual expansion actually aligns us with the divine path, with the soul path and the soul purpose. So just keep on practicing some spiritual works, like reading gospel or doing meditation, chanting high vibrational mantras. Stay into the positive mindset, connect with the higher Lord, connect with your spirituality, so you always stay on your path of fulfillment of this lifetime. So whatever your soul purpose is for this lifetime can also be achieved alongside achieving your worldly goals. The final card is journey. So some short trip or maybe some relocation is in order, and that will bring abundance and that will change your life for good. So this is very important for you. This is your time to make that road trip that you have been ignoring to take or delaying it because of all the hustle and bustle or lockdown. And if there is some relocation in order, yes, this is that time for you to do it, because your soul is craving for this kind of break, and it is also going to help you to regain the perspective and regain your power back, because you have probably been just keeping yourself busy in making things happen and achieving and get going with all that you have been doing. So just take a break, take a time out, and see how it will expand you and it will help you to restore your balance and increase your spirituality. Maybe some more opportunities for love come your way, or you open yourself or finally be able to heal yourself so you can heal your broken heart and fall in love again, right? Now let's see, I'll get the clarity of all these cards through tarots. Now first, underneath broken heart, let's see what comes. Knight of Wand. Follow your passion, follow something that ignites your spirit, you know, something brings out fire in you. Just follow it. That will heal your heart naturally. It could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be anything. Just follow wherever your soul feels excited and warmth. Next, under Magician and the Mirror, we have Page of Sword. Learn more about manifesting what you want to manifest. Perfect your skills. Study more, do more research into anything that you are right now creating or manifesting in your life. Just learn more about it and deepen your knowledge on it, so your command on it becomes more stronger and you manifest more quickly. Next is Victory card. Let's see what comes underneath Victory. Temperance. So Temperance is the card of being as above so below, becoming one with your higher self, having the spiritual and emotional balance, integrating your spirituality into your everyday life. You know, everything you do and everyone you meet, consider them all as that you are connected with them, that they're the part of your journey, they're adding value to your life, and they are making you and helping you to grow and be more victorious. And once you will start appreciating, acknowledging and respecting, giving the appreciation and respect where due, and to anyone and everyone, even from your past, then you will achieve more quickly. And this is a great time for you, Gemini, to expand yourself spiritually, because Temperance is connecting with your higher self, staying in the in the state of higher consciousness, that whatever your actions and thoughts and beliefs and emotions are, they will always be reflective of what your higher self would do and how it will react or how it will respond to a situation or a person. So coming into your higher state of consciousness is your center card, and that will bring victory to you in whichever form that you are looking for a victory or you want to achieve. That will come your way. Just stay into the higher state of consciousness. Remove anyone and anything that brings your vibration down or brings you to the drama or petty fights or worldly matters or temptations. Just free yourself. As soon as you would free yourself, you will become, oh my god, this is really a magical reading because you have such high vibrational cards. Let me show you one thing that I just saw. What are you manifesting, Gemini? Because you're definitely manifesting some magic here. So just look the symmetry of these two cards. Magician and the Mirror, water and fire. This Temperance, she has water in one cup and fire in the other cup. Because mainly we are the combination of our passion and we are the combination of all 5 elements. But water and fire is something that keeps us going, and that also needs balancing. Because water is our emotions and it is very important to have healthy, balanced, and fulfilled emotions. And also is the fire. Our passions are so important, they run the show. If we lack passion, that we cannot go any further. If we are not doing something that we are passionate of, or we are not in a passionate relationship, then that won't go any further. But also when a passion goes wrong or rogue, the temper, the fire go wild is unbearable. Even when emotions go low or sad, we cannot perform very well. So these two elements needs to be in balance, perfect balance, in order for us to keep things going, keep functioning so well. Because intellect, air represents intellect, and earth represents our physical security. So both of them are not as important for our well-being and for making things happen as much as the fire and water means. So emotions and passion, they should go hand in hand, and they should be balanced. Only then we can achieve the higher state of consciousness. Underneath the seventh chakra, crown chakra, here is the Fool card. So Fool is the card starting again. Give yourself a fresh start. Give your spirituality a fresh start. Your connection with the divine. Make it like you have just born and you are reconnecting with the divine forces, because this is what your soul has been craving, and this is how the Saturn retrograde and the lunar eclipse is going to support you, that you start your life like you have just born, and make room for spirituality. Do everything that your higher self and your spiritual guidance will be telling you, your intuition will be guiding you toward. Just follow, take the lead from there. And this time around, you're not starting from the scratch, you're starting from the experience, because you have already gone through all these houses. Fool has run the whole course, and now it is ready to. These three cards are very spiritual and highly higher state of consciousness. When somebody has this represents that. So Gemini, you are definitely having a spiritual makeover and do-over. So just consider that this is a second chance of you at life. So this time around, how do you want your life to be? How do you want your connection with the divine to be? How do you want to be manifest your dream reality? So take it from there and then start leading with the balance of your emotions and your passion. Just follow them both, but keep them in balance. That is one thing. Next is final card is Journey, and underneath Journey we have Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is security, home, our lineage, our connection with our family, and this is a card of some financial abundance coming your way. So this relocation is, or this journey will bring you some kind of will deepen your connection with your roots, your family, and will also bring you some financial gains, some kind of financial stability and chunk that you have been hoping for, or expecting. This will come all of a sudden to you, and it will, like, everything will fall in place for you. You just need to break free from where you are stuck and where you are staying stagnant, because your stagnant energy is kind of not supporting you in making more money or receiving this kind of financial abundance. So take a road trip or even a long trip, take a flight wherever you can go, and that will help your connection with your family, your roots, and also gaining some unlock some financial abundance that is just not coming because of the stagnance in your life. And also heal your broken heart. This needs healing, and take this time of just follow your passions. Follow your passions, do everything that excites your soul, and that will support you to healing your broken heart completely. So this is your reading for next 30 days. I will see you guys next month. Take care.